Yeah. Okay. Hi, boo. Hi, boo. Yeah. Hey, friend. So yeah, and have you noticed? And have you ever noticed something that, hey, hey, friend, because and have you noticed? And have you ever, yeah, have you noticed? And have you ever noticed something that have you ever noticed something interesting, kind of interesting? Have you ever noticed something something interesting that and kind of interesting? Yeah, and it's a very interest interesting. Hey, hey, friend, because and ever have you ever noticed something that interesting is very interesting? Like what? Like what, friend? Like what? Like what? Like that in the morning, a lot of mornings that right after you wake up, we wake up. A lot of mornings that right after I wake up, a lot of mornings, a lot of, and a lot of mornings, right after I wake up, right right after I wake up, right after I wake up, right after I wake up, friend, you know that, and have you noticed, and have you ever noticed that something interesting, kind of interesting, is very interesting, like what? Like a lot of mornings right after I wake up, my mind is still full of negative thoughts. My mind is already full of the negative thoughts. My mind, my mind is already full of, is already that is already is already is already full of negative thoughts, is full of is already full of that thoughts, the negative thoughts, and negative thoughts. Friend, you know that, and a lot of mornings, my mind is just full of negative thoughts, already full of negative thoughts. Yeah, me too, me too. Same here. That happens to me too. That happens to me too. Yeah, that's right, and that happens to me too. That happens to me too. That happens to me too. Yeah, that's right, me too. Same here. And that happens to me too. And the moment that I open my eyes, the moment I just open my eyes, I started thinking about everything. And I start thinking about work, my deadlines, and all the stuff that I haven't finished. The moment I open my eyes, the moment, right, the moment I open my eyes, the moment, yes, and the moment, the moment that I open my eyes, the moment I open my eyes, the moment that I open my eyes, I open my eyes, that I think I started thinking about work. I think I start thinking about work. I start thinking. Yeah. At the moment I open my eyes, I think I started thinking. I start thinking about work. I was thinking about work. Think about. I start thinking about work. Work and deadlines. Work my and deadlines. And stuff. Now other stuff I haven't finished. And other stuff I haven't finished. And other stuff I haven't finished. Other stuff. All and other stuff I haven't finished. Other stuff that I finished. No, I haven't. I haven't finished. 7. I haven't finished. I finished? No, I haven't finished. The moment I open my eyes, I start thinking about everything. I start thinking about my work, deadlines, and other stuff, and I haven't finished yet. That's right. Exactly, you are. True, so true. Exactly, that's right. So, and I feel like that these are the pressures, and rush into my mind right away. I feel like that. It's like all these are pressures, those are pressures, rush into my mind, my head right away. It's like that. And I know, yes. It's like and all those pressures, all these are pressures. Pressures, these, those, all those pressures, those it's like all those pressures then rush into my mind, my head right away. Rush into my head, my mind right away. Rush into your mind, head right away. Rush into my mind, head right away. Okay, that rush into your mind, my mind, right away. Right away. And it's like that. It's like those pressures rush into my mind right away. Yeah, I think it's like that. A whole list of problems is waiting for you. It's already waiting for you. It's like that. A whole list of problems. A list of problems is waiting for you, already waiting for you. And like that, a list of problems, a whole list of problems, a list of a whole list of problems, a whole list, and list of problems. Problem is waiting for you. Problems is waiting for you. Is already waiting for you. Is already is already waiting for you. Waiting and waiting for you. For you. It's like that. Like all pressures, these pressures rush into your mind right away. It's like that. A list of problems, whole list of problems is waiting for you, already waiting for you. So I think it's just normal. It's just a natural reaction. That's just normal, a natural reaction. And I think it's just normal. That's just a natural reaction. And that's it. That's just a natural reaction. Natural. That's just a natural reaction. Reaction. No, I think that's just normal. That's just a natural reaction. So, and what do you mean that you mean it's just that it's just an instinct? What do you mean that you mean it's just an instinct? So you mean that? What do you mean? You mean is that it's an instinct? That then is the instinct? Is the instinct, right? What do you mean? Is the instinct? Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I know that our brains tend to focus on things that we need to deal with, we need to solve, things that might cause stress. I think in our brains tend to focus on things, everything that we need to deal with, we need to solve. Yeah, I know in our brains, in our brains tend to focus on things that we need to deal with. Things that, I know in our brains, your brain, my brain, tend to focus on things we need to deal with. Things that we need to deal with. Focus on things that we need to deal with. Focus on things that we need to deal with. We need to deal with. We need to deal with our things. Or things. Or things that, and are things that might cause stress. Might cause stress. Things that might cause stress. May cause stress. So, I think that our brains tend to focus on things we need to deal with and things that might cause stress. Causes stress. And if your day starts like that, I know, and whole day can feel stressful. I know if your day starts like that your day can feel stress, so stressful. But if the day starts like that, your day, but if the day starts like that, the day starts like that. I know if your day starts like that, and the whole day can feel stressful. The whole day can feel stress, so stressful. And the whole day, the whole day, sure, can feel stressful, can feel stressful, can feel the stress and stressful. If your day starts like that, the whole day can feel stressful. You're right, exactly you are. You're right, exactly. And then that you might have some that I exactly yet, and that woken up has woken up, has barely woken up, is already under pressure. Your mind has barely woken up. Your mind, because of your mind, your mind that has barely woken up, has it barely woken up, barely woken and woken up, and is under pressure, is already under pressure, and is under pressure, is already under pressure, is already under pressure, is already pressure, and under pressure, under prayer, the pressure. And your mind has barely woken up and is already under pressure. So then what do you do? What do you usually do about it? What do you usually solve it? What do you usually do about it? So what do you do? What do you usually do? What do you do? What do you usually do? What do you usually do about it? What do you do? What do you usually do about it? I try, and I've been trying a habit, just a small habit lately. Lately, I've been trying a small habit. You know what? And I've been trying a habit. I've been trying a habit, a small habit. I've been trying a habit, a small, very small habit. A small habit. But what? What habit? What kind of habit? What habit? What kind of habit? What kind of? What kind of habit? What habit? But what kind of habit? So when I wake up, when I wake up, I try to notice that what thoughts, and are showing up in my mind. When I wake up, I try to notice that. I try to realize that what thoughts are showing up in my mind. When I wake up, I try to notice that. that when I wake up, when I wake up, I try to notice that. I try to notice, to realize that. When I wake up, I try my best to notice that what thoughts are showing up in my mind. What thoughts? What thoughts? What thoughts and are showing up in my mind? Are showing up in my mind? Are showing up? Show up. And are showing up in my mind. In my mind, I wake up. When I wake up, I try to notice that what thoughts are showing up in my mind. So and you just observe them. So you just observe them. So that, and you just observe them, and you just observe them. Observe them, right? Yes, just observe. Yes. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. When I realize that I'm starting to worry about something. I'm starting to worry about things. When I realize that I'm starting to worry about things. When I realize that. When I realize. Yet when I realize that. When I realize, and I'm starting to worry about things. When I realize that, I'm starting to worry about things. I'm starting to worry about things. I'm starting to worry about things. To worry about. To worried about things. About things. When I realize that I'm starting to worry about things. I try my best to not to let those thoughts take over. I try not to let these thoughts take over. I try my best not to let. I try my best. Not to let. Not to let. Not to let. Let. No. Not to let those thoughts. Not to let. No. Not to let those thoughts take over. Not to let those thoughts. Not to let those thoughts take over. Take over. Take over. So when I realize that, and I'm starting to worry about things, I try. Not to let these things, those thoughts that take over. But how? Okay, so you stop them. So do you stop them? So that, and you stop them. You stop. You stop them, right? but not fighting them and or anything. By fighting them? No, not by fighting them or anything. By fighting them? No, not by fighting them. Not by fighting them. They're fighting. By fighting them? No, not by fighting them or anything. Or anything. I just notice them and stop following them. Gently stop following them. I just notice them and gently stop following them. I just. You and I just notice them. Notice. You and I just notice them, and stop following them. Gently stop. And gently stop following them. Gently stop. Following them. Gently stop following them. Gently start to follow. You're following them. I just noticed that and gently started following them. So, and it sounds like that. It sounds like you're training your mind, right? It sounds like that you're training your mind. It sounds like that. It sounds like. It sounds like that you are training your mind, right? Okay, đúng rồi, TNN live mỗi ngày. Okay, yeah. So that sounds, it sounds like that you're training your mind, right? Sounds like that you train your mind, and you're training your mind. Sounds like that you're training your mind, right? Your mind. And you could say that. You could say that. You could say that. You could say that. Sounds like that you're training your mind, right? Yeah, you could say that. And what do you do? What do you do after that? So, and what do you do after that? So, what do you do after that? What do you do? So, that what do you do? What do you do after that? And after that, I try to start the morning slowly, very slowly. But what do you mean by that? What do you mean by slowly? I try to start the morning slowly. Then I try to. I try to start. I just start the morning slowly. The morning slowly. The morning slowly. Very slowly. What do you mean, man? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by slowly? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by slowly? What do you mean by slowly? and I try to start the morning slowly. For example, and when I wake up, I sit up slowly. For example, when I wake up, I sit up slowly. For example, and for exam. For example, you know that when I wake up, when I wake up, when I wake up, I sit up slowly. When I wake up, I sit up slowly. I wake up, and I sit up slowly. Very slowly. For example, when I wake up, I sit up slowly. Immediately grab my phone? No, I don't. I don't immediately grab my phone. I grab my phone immediately? No, I don't. And I don't immediately grab my phone. I don't immediately. I don't immediately grab my phone, and grab my my phone. For example, when I wake up, I sit up slowly, and I don't immediately grab my phone, and I don't start thinking about my work right away. And besides that, and in addition, I don't start thinking about my work right away. I don't thinking about my work. Thinking about my work right away. Thinking about my work right away. Right away. That I don't grab my phone. I don't think about my work immediately right away. I just focus on my breathing, and notice that my body is waking up. I try to focus on my breathing and notice that, and focus on adjust, and I just focus on focus. I just focus on my breathing. I just focus on my breathing. Breathing. And I just focus on my breathing and notice when my body is waking up. And notice that. And notice that my body. Just notice that my body is waking up. It's waking up. Wake up. Waking up. Waking up. Wow, and that sounds like pretty simple. That actually sounds like pretty simple, right? That sounds like simple. It actually sounds like. And I know that sounds like that. That actually sounds like. Actually sounds like simple. That actually sounds like a simple, pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. That sounds like it. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Sure, yes, it is. And I know, and those things, these things, that are simple things that really help you a lot, help calm your mind, help calm my mind. These simple things, those simple things really help a lot. But I know that those are simple things, those things, and those simple things, those are these. And simple things that help a lot, really help calm my mind, really help, yes, really, and really help calm the mind, help calm the mind, really help a lot, calm the mind. That what do you do after that? What do you do? What do you do after that? Yeah, what do you do? What do you? And what do you do after that? After that, what do you do with that? And then I just I do my routine, my morning routine, my usual morning routine. I do my routine, my usual morning routine, and then I just that I go through my routine. I go through my routine, my usual morning routine, my usual morning routine, my routine morning and usual morning routine. That routine, and then I go through. I do my morning routine. Wash my face, brush my teeth. I tell you what, wash my face, brush my teeth. And you know that I wash. And I wash my face. I wash my face. And I brush my teeth. And I brush. I brush my teeth. My teeth. Yes. And then I just wash my face and brush my teeth. And then I get dressed. And then I get dressed. And then I get dressed. And I get dressed. I get dressed. Just one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. Just one thing. Just one thing at a time. One thing. Just one thing at a time. At a time. So just one thing at a time. So that when you do don't, and you're not doing a lot of things at once, a bunch of things at once. No, I know you're not doing a lot of things, a bunch of things at once, a lot of things. So you're doing? No, you're not. You're not doing. You're doing? No, you're not. You're doing a lot of things, a bunch of things, a bunch of things, a bunch of things, a bunch of things at once. Things at once, right? So I know you're doing. No, you're not. You're not doing a lot of things. A bunch of things at once. That's right. Exactly, you are. That's right. Exactly. I focus only on what I'm doing at the moment. I only focus on what I'm doing at that moment. I focus only on. I focus only on what? On what I'm doing at that moment. What are you doing? What I'm doing? What are you doing? What I'm doing at that moment? At that moment. So you know what I focus on. I focus only on what I'm doing. What are you doing at that moment? For example, like that, when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm still brushing my teeth. I'm not thinking about my emails and my work. Like I'm brushing my teeth. Like what? Like when I'm brushing my teeth. Like when I'm brushing my teeth. I'm the brushing my teeth. When I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm brushing my teeth. I'm just brushing my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. Yeah. And I'm just brushing my teeth. When I'm brushing my teeth, I'm just brushing my teeth. When I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm just brushing my teeth. Yes, I'm just brushing my teeth. I'm just brushing my teeth. And like what? Like when I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm just brushing my teeth. I don't think about my emails or work. I'm not thinking about. I don't think about that. And okay, I don't, and I'm not thinking about. I'm not thinking about emails. I'm not thinking about my work, emails or work. And you know what? Like I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm just brushing my teeth. I'm not thinking about my work, emails. I know a lot of people check their phones right away, immediately. They wake up, the second they wake up. A lot of people do. A lot of people check. I know a lot of people check their phones. Me too, same here. A lot of people. I know a lot of people that check their phones. Check their phones. And their phones right away, immediately they wake up, the second they wake up. And the second The second, immediately, right away. The second they wake up. The second they wake up. I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people check their phones. Right away they wake up. Second they wake up. That's right. And right away they get put into messages, news, the social media. Right away they get put into. Immediately they get put into. And that's right. Right away. Immediately. Right away they get put into. That I know that they get put into. And put into. They get put into. Into messages, news, and social media. Message, and messages, news, and social media, and social media. Right away, immediately they get put into messages, news, and social media. And I'm sure that absolutely can make your mind really noisy. Can make your mind really noisy, make you feel uncomfortable, make your mind really noisy. I know that absolutely can. Can it make your mind really noisy? Make your mind and your mind noisy or really noisy? Really noisy. And noisy. Absolutely can make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's alright, exactly you are. Exactly. And as you know, then in the morning, evening, midnight, noon, it's a very sensitive time for your mind. The morning, midnight, it's actually very sensitive time for you, for your mind. And the morning. The morning is a very sensitive time. Is actually a very sensitive time. And is actually a very sensitive time. Sensitive time. And a sensitive time for your mind. And for your mind. I know morning is a time, a very sensitive time for your mind, actually. And if you keep it calm, if you keep it calm, I know I'm sure your day, the whole day of feels different. It's very different. If you keep it calm, if in the case that you can, you keep it calm. You keep it calm. Your day, the whole day feels different. It's very different. Your day, the whole day. in your whole day. Different, yeah, feels different. And the feels different is very different. Different, and if you keep it calm, your whole day feels different. Do you notice that? Do you notice the difference? Do you actually notice that? Do you notice the difference? How about you? Do you notice? Do you actually? Do you actually notice that? Notice. Do you notice? Do you actually notice? Notice. Do you actually notice? Do you actually notice the difference? The difference. Do you? Do you notice that? And they, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, of course you are. Yes, I do. Do you notice that difference? And the day on days that, and when I start my morning like that, I feel the more at ease, much more at ease. And the day when I start my morning like that, and on days that when I start my morning like that, on days when I start my morning like that, on days, especially the day when I start my morning like that, and you know what, I feel more at ease, much more, and I feel it more at ease, much more at ease. On days when I start my morning like that, I feel more at ease, much more. And I know that my work is still there. But I don't feel overwhelmed right away. I don't feel overwhelmed immediately. I know that the work is still there. The work. And then my work is still there. Yes, still. It's still there. And I know my the work is still there, but I don't feel overwhelmed right away. But I feel, no, I don't. I don't feel like that. I don't feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed right away. And overwhelmed right away. Feel overwhelmed right away. Right away, you know, my work is there. I know it is still there. I don't feel overwhelmed right away. So, and what is the key? And the key is building a habit. What is the key? The key is building a habit. So, and I know the key is, what is the key? And the key is what? Building Building a habit. Building a habit. Is that the building a habit? Right? Building a habit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Just a habit, very small habit that you and you do it every day. You repeat every day. Just a habit is very small habit. You repeat every day. Just a habit is very small habit. A small and a very small habit. Habit you do every day. You repeat every day. That you repeat every day. That I know you repeat every day. That you repeat. Repeat every day. And every day. I know a habit, that a very small habit that you repeat every day. Over time, your mind gets used to it. Gets used to starting the day in a calmer way. I know your mind get used to starting the day in a calmer way. Over time, and over time, I'm sure that I bet that your mind gets used to starting the day. And I know your mind, your mind gets used to. I know your mind gets used to. Get used to. Yes. Get used to. Get used to starting the day. Get used to starting the day. Starting the day. Get used to starting the day. Over time, your mind gets used to starting the day in a calmer way, good way, awesome, amazing, better way, in a calmer way, in a better, calmer way, in a calmer way, the better way. Sounds like that I know you teach your brain. You're teaching your brain for what? To slow down. Sounds like that you teaching your brain to slow down. Sounds like that. Wow, it sounds like that. And you're teaching your brain. You teach and you are teaching. Sounds like that you're teaching your brain to slow down. Your brain, your brain. Sounds like that you are teaching your brain to slow down. To slow down. To slow down. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Exactly, you're right. Exactly. And honestly, I think that might be an important skill, a really important skill in modern life. And honestly, honest. And honest, you know what that might be? That might be an important skill, a really important skill in modern life. That might be. Honestly, you know that might be. Maybe. A really important skill. A really important skill. Oh, really? Really important. Yeah, it's a very important skill. It's a really important, an important skill. Skill in modern life. In modern life. In modern life. In the modern life. I know, and honestly, that might be an important skill, of really very important skill in this life, modern life. Is it, and it's always about moving faster? No, I don't think so. It's not, and it's not always about moving faster. It's not about, no, I don't think so. It's not always about, and it's not always about. It's not about, no, it's not always about moving faster. It's not about, no, it's not that. Move and moving fast. Moving faster. Sometimes. And it's about starting your day with a calm mind. Sometimes. Sometimes, I know it's not about moving faster. Sometimes it's about that. It's about starting your day with a calm mind. Start. And starting your day, the day with a calm mind, with a calm mind, a calm mind. Okay. So, okay, thì bởi vì là hôm nay cũng khuya quá rồi, hôm nay chúng ta cũng sẽ không có kịp đi lại thì hôm nay chúng ta sẽ tạm dừng ở đây nha mà. Và khi nào mà nhóm có cần gì về tiếng Anh thì nhóm có thể nhắn anh cũng được nha mà. Nhưng cần về phát áo, thuyết trình, giao tiếp các bạn đi du học, làm ở công ty nước ngoài just in everything and everywhere thì nhóm có thể nhắn cũng được nha mà. Thank you, cảm ơn nha, khuya quá rồi nhóm mà nghỉ ngơi nha. Thank you, anh cảm ơn bye, thank you, bye bye nha, bye nha, mà nghỉ ngơi nha. Thank you, cảm ơn okay, yeah, bye bye, thank you, bye bye, cảm ơn yeah.